Well, as we forge our way out of the pandemic, it seems a new crisis approaches an unemployment one. Australia on the brink of a so-called Great Resignation. A PwC report finding that 38% of workers are looking to leave their current employer during the next 12 months. That's a lot.
Huge. And joining us from PwC to break down the findings is Dr. Ben Hamer in Sydney. Good morning to you, Ben. So why are we quitting our jobs in droves?
Yeah, so there's a traditional reason where you've got workers who just can't have their needs met by their employer, and in the market we're in, they can ask for more, and they are. But then there's something that's a little bit more circumstantial to coming out of lockdown, and that's that people are looking to regain control after having come out of a period of seemingly not being in control. People are restless, and so a change is on the cards for them. Or otherwise, they've just gone through this period of introspection and reflection where they're reevaluating what they want from a career.
Yeah, so this has been a big circuit breaker for everybody. Is the Great Resignation due to, people rethinking priorities, what they want out of life, or are employers to blame in some degree?
Yeah, look, it's a bit of both, which I know is a cop-out. On the one hand, workers are absolutely reevaluating their priorities, but there's something bigger at play in terms of the market and where we're at. So we have a record number of job vacancies and also the lowest levels of labour mobility on record, which means that people just aren't changing jobs as much as they were previously. And so what that means is that the balance of power has shifted from the employer to the employee, and organisations need to up their game.
Okay. So you're expecting mass resignations early next year. When will we see that wave hit, and why would it be that time?
So we're thinking around March next year, and that's because over the Christmas New Year period, recruitment activity tends to slow down, but then job ads will start cropping up in January, applications open in February, interviews in March, and then by the end of March, people will be handing in their resignations.
You say that the employees have got some sort of greater power now. Is this working from home, greater flexibility? I can do it my way. I don't have to do it your way.
Yeah, look, it does play into it, but we did find from our study that while flexibility and working from home is part of it, the top three things that workers want from their employer are to be paid fairly for the work that they do. They want an organisation that values work-life balance and their well-being, and then also the other one's pretty simple, which is just to work with good people.
So is this a warning to employers to give people pay rises or they're going to leave?
Pay's part of it, but I think it's going to be a lot more, and organisations will need to rethink exactly what they're offering their people, and given the diversity within the workforce as well, acknowledging that one size fits nobody, and so needing to be concerned about the workforce that they have, the workforce they want to attract, and how they can try and give that diverse employee value proposition.
Just finally, Dr. Ben, what's your advice to anyone watching at home who might be thinking about quitting?
Yeah, so there are 5 tips that I would give people who are looking to leave their job. The first one is to aim high, so knowing your value in the market and asking for that pay rise that you were just talking about. The second one is to be bold, so the power does sit with the employee, so ask for things that you might not have asked for previously. Be clear, so know why you're changing roles, because our study also found that 3 in 5 Australian workers who changed jobs in the last 12 months are thinking about changing again in the next 12. Take control, so it might not be that a career change is actually the right thing that you need to do if you want to bring control into your life, so thinking a little bit more broadly. And then the last one is be patient, because that first wave of resignations will come in March next year, but naturally when those people put in their resignation, more opportunities will come up to fill those roles, so if the opportunities don't come knocking straight away, they probably will after that.
Good tips, interesting topic. Thanks, Ben. Have a good weekend.